Hey guys, this week for Weapons Wednesday, we're going to look at some of our newest zombie weapons, and you get to choose which one you would want to survive a zombie apocalypse. But before we begin, if you could just like this video and subscribe to our channel, that would be awesome.
So awesome.
So last week, we did something very different called the Improvised Weapon Challenge, where I gave Will, Amanda, and I each $30, and we went to the hardware store and each built our own weapon. And you, as the audience, were able to vote on them to see which one you liked best. So I'm going to start by showing off Will's weapon. Why don't you come in here, Will? All right, what was the name of your weapon?
This is the Harpoon of Doom.
And Will's weapon actually did really well in the polls. People liked the fact that you were able to throw it so nicely. So that was
just like a
awesome.
javelin, just like a javelin.
And you did a great job throwing it too. It was pretty awesome. So, and then Amanda, why don't you come up here and show your weapon real quick?
All right.
All right, and what was the name of your weapon?
Mine was the Saw Blade Zombie Slayer.
Saw Blade Zombie Slayer. I like it. You know what I like about your weapon is how easy it is to make, and it's actually really comfortable to swing, and it's very durable, and I think the audience really liked that. So I made something that was a little bit more complicated called the Spear Chucks. And what this is you've got a spear, you could also throw it, and then there's this button here, and when you click the button, it comes apart and turns into a nunchuck with a spike on the end. So it's actually pretty solid, pretty sweet. We were able to hit some stuff with it last week. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I just wanted to have something that had kind of a mechanism on it. So a transforming weapon is pretty cool. But as of right now, in the polls, it's extremely close. It's almost a tie between Amanda and I. So what that did is that told us that zombie weapons are actually fairly popular with you guys. So today, I had Amanda go back to the warehouse and she grabbed a bunch of items for us that are zombie related. And we got some real zombie heads here that we're actually going to destroy with these weapons. So, Amanda, why don't you go ahead and hand Will and I the first weapon.
Let's see what we got.
All right. I'm excited. I love this kind of stuff. I think it's great.
I had a lot of fun choosing them too.
Nice, nice. Okay,
Right.
what do we have?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is called the Dark Skull Hand Claw. Wow. Okay, so if you've watched my videos for any extended period of time, you know that I'm not a huge fan of mall ninja weapons.
Yeah.
You know, just because they're not very realistic in like a situation where you'd actually need a weapon. But these are cool because you could actually hang them on your wall and it'd look awesome for people. So in that respect, they're kind of neat, right?
Yeah.
And kind of cool. So this one in particular, it looks like we've got stainless steel blades on here, which are fairly sharp, but the tips aren't sharp.
Yeah,
So
not terribly.
I don't like that about it. I mean, I guess if I were to buy this, I'd probably grind those tips and make them sharper. That'd be kind of cool.
Absolutely.
And then it looks like we've got the skull in there, which is actually made out of metal, so that's not too bad. It's definitely a cast metal of some sort. Fairly thin, but seems like it's durable enough. And then we've got this little handle here, which the handle looks like it's made out of some sort of polycarbonate or something, possibly a PVC, but feels pretty durable, so that's not too bad. I guess the thing that bothers me the most about it is when I put it on, it kind of like digs into my hand a little bit.
Yeah,
I definitely noticed that.
You noticed that too?
Yeah.
I thought the Urban Ninja gloves would help.
Okay.
A little bit on the knuckles, you know.
A little bit on the knuckles. Okay, smart, Amanda. So Amanda's always thinking about this stuff.
Yeah.
I love that. So she brought us the Urban Ninja gloves, which are awesome. I love these things. These are cool because they've got this like reinforced knuckle on there that you could actually punch with. But let's try it out. Let's see if that'll actually help a little bit. Let's throw that on. Okay. That's pretty comfortable. Oh, I like that. I actually like this little weapon in itself. Pretty awesome, but let's see if it actually takes away that. Oh yeah, that's so much more comfortable by doing that way. And you're not going to dig into your knuckles at all. So yeah, that was smart, Amanda. I like that. Okay, so what do we want to do with this thing? We want to hit something with this, right?
Well, we got a lot of zombie heads here to choose from.
Perfect. So which zombie heads do we want to destroy?
Well, this zombie looks like it has watermelons for brains. Maybe we'll get a shot at this one.
That sounds pretty good. Okay, and then I like the idea of hitting one of the zombies that has a soda behind it. So I chose a couple of different sodas today. I chose ones that were green because I figured zombie blood might be green. I don't know. And then I also chose some that were red, so it'd be like bloody zombie goo coming out kind of thing. So that could be kind of fun. So let's start with the watermelon. Let's take the stuff outside because it's going to be way too messy for this area.
It's going to be a mess.
But I think with the watermelon, we should do a slice from the side.
Yeah.
And then we'll just do a jab right into the soda head. That'd be good. So yeah.
Should get messy.
All right, let's go outside and do that. So that was pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
Like I was surprised by how well that cut through the watermelon and actually sliced through that soda bottle pretty nicely. So, I mean, it's clearly a fantasy weapon that's impractical for any sort of defensive purposes, but I mean, it would look cool on a wall and it was actually able to do some damage. Now, as we mentioned in the beginning, it did slice up my knuckles a little bit just because it's kind of tight in there. So I would definitely wear gloves underneath it if you were ever to actually use it. But kind of cool, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, like Kyle was saying, it's great for decoration. Comes with this wooden plaque.
Comes with this wooden plaque. So I guess the plaque, you just kind of set it on there. And it looks like it comes with hanging stuff too. So yeah, it's got these holes in the back. So I guess they didn't put holes through the front, just so if you wanted to set it on there, that'd look cool. But I guess if I was to actually use the stuff to hang this thing from the plaque, I'd use a thumbtack and just poke through those holes and then actually use the mounting hardware to stick it on there. So I think that'd be pretty cool. So awesome. All right, let's put that away. And Amanda, you've got another item for us, right?
Of course.
Cool, awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what we have.
All right, well, you're opening that up. I'm gonna put this away.
Zombie weapon number 2.
Nice. All right, what do we have?
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, what is this, Will?
Let's see. Here we have the Zombie Killer Deathblade.
The Zombie Killer Deathblade. Okay, this is interesting. It kind of looks like a naginata, like from Whoa, wow. Okay, again, another Mall Ninja item. But these things are kind of cool. I mean, it feels comfortable in the hand. And the blade's actually fairly sharp. So that's kind of cool. This will definitely slice through something. Again, I wouldn't want it for a defensive purpose, but it's not terrible. I mean, first off, we notice that it is full tang, so that's kind of cool. And this is one solid piece of stainless steel. You can see that it's got this blackened finish on it, and then it's got this like zombie blood dripping from the blade, so that's pretty cool. The overall length of this is 27.5 inches, so that gives you some pretty good reach if you needed it. It also includes this nylon sheath, which the nylon sheath's actually pretty good quality. I mean, I like that. But you guys don't care about that. You guys want to know what we're going to test this on. So what do we want to test this on today, Will?
Let's see how it does with the watermelon. Let's see how it does with the soda, too.
Awesome. And this time, let's try the red soda to see how that looks. The green one looked pretty good, but it wasn't really bright enough, right?
I don't think zombies have green blood either, right? You know?
You might have a point there. Okay.
I don't know, though.
Let's go ahead outside and test it on a watermelon and the soda. All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
don't know about you, Will, but I actually kind of like this thing. I mean,
Works
it's
pretty well, you know?
it's clearly a fantasy weapon, but sometimes these inexpensive fantasy weapons are actually pretty decent at destroying zombies, so not too bad. Now, the thing I'm kind of sad about, though, is that bright red soda did leave some staining on my pants, which, did you get hit at all? Or
I did, yeah, I got a little bit of the...
I know Amanda got hit pretty bad, so...
Normally do.
Yep, exactly. Well, I don't know, it's not a terrible item for a Mall Ninja item.
Got the job done.
Got the job done. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put that away, and what do you have for us next, Amanda?
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look at this.
Awesome. Good, a big one. Oh, a katana. Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, okay. The Dragon Smoke Katana. Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, take a look at that.
That is beautiful. Can I see it?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love this color. That's so beautiful. And I see why Amanda chose it, because it's a very dark looking katana. Like, I could see this in a zombie apocalypse.
This is here in the apocalypse.
You have to have a katana in the zombie apocalypse.
Look at those colors, on the scabbard.
Oh yeah, and what is that character on Walking Dead? Michonne. Michonne always carries it.
So we know the katana works.
Yeah, that is absolutely. So let's just take a closer look at this. First off, the scabbard. That's a wooden scabbard, and that just looks so beautiful,
it's
right?
Awesome looking.
Like, I love how the grays and the blacks look together, and that design it looks like, oh, it's a dragon.
Yep.
That is awesome. That is so cool. And then let's just look at the wrap. It looks like a synthetic leather, but just looks so awesome with that darkened ray skin back there. And that ray skin, holy cow, that is a synthetic ray skin. This is some of the best looking synthetic ray skin I've ever seen in my life.
Real.
You got to see this on camera. Look at that. I've seen a ton of katana over the time, and this is the most realistic synthetic ray skin I've ever seen. It just looks awesome. And I don't know if it's because it's been colored black, but it's just like the bumps look very real. From a conservation standpoint, that's just pretty awesome that they were able to make that synthetic ray skin look so realistic. So, we're saving Ray out there, right?
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And this Suba, is just very unique. Like, okay, I don't know what that's made out of. I'm gonna guess that's made out of a zinc alloy, but from what I've heard, the way they were able to make this look so cool is they take a black lacquer and just cover the Suba with black lacquer, and then they lightly sand it so that gold or brass comes out. And that just looks so awesome. I love just
all the colors on it.
Just the contrast.
Awesome.
The contrast is
So
awesome.
good.
The gold, you've got the grays, the blacks. So cool. And this is definitely full tang. Let's look at the blade on this thing. Okay, that is cool.
Looks like a lightning bolt on it.
Wow, that is cool. That is that black anodized finish on there. This is a 1045 carbon steel blade, which 1045 is considered high carbon, but it's the low end of high carbon. Mm-hmm. So this is a fairly inexpensive sword. If I was to buy like a really expensive katana, I'd probably want like at least a 1060 carbon steel, maybe a 1095, possibly a spring steel or a tool steel. Mm-hmm. But a 1045 is good. Do you remember that video I did where we tested out the 1045?
Yeah,
it actually held up really nicely. So for 99% of people, 1045 is going to be just fine. And I just love the look of that black anodization. I think that looks so cool with the lightning bolt on it. Let's see, what else do we need to tell you about it? Okay, it looks like we've got some black dragon manuki in there. I didn't even notice them. They looked, it's just so dark, but they're there. Like,
it's
you can
subtle,
see them.
It's awesome.
Very subtle and looks so cool. So I just love that. And I don't think there's anything else to tell you about this. But we need to test it out. Like, we need to
see it in action.
It's fairly sharp. You know, one thing I've noticed with katana is when they've got this kind of blackened blade or a colored blade, they're often not quite as sharp as like when they don't have that. You can sharpen them though. You can take this to a grinder or to a belt sander and sharpen it, but the problem with that is then the anodization is going to come off of it. So I'd actually keep it like this. It's definitely sharp enough to cut. What are we going to cut with it today?
Well, let's take a look at...
I've been looking at this all day. I've been kind of
looking at the basketball.
I have never cut a basketball before, so I don't even know if it's going to cut with a sword. Should we try it?
I guess we got to find out, don't we?
All right, let's go outside and try out the basketball. Well, I don't know about you, but I was a little disappointed with that whole thing. We've never done a basketball before. Swinging the blade at it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And we saw the basketball just kind of bounced off of it twice.
Off into the distance.
Off into the distance. So that was disappointing. So I was able to pierce it. You probably couldn't see it very well on camera because when I did pierce it, it just kind of slowly deflated. So that was disappointing as well. I don't know. We're not going to do basketballs again in the future. But it was worth a try.
It was, yeah, it was fun.
But anyway, I don't think there's anything else to say about this sword, so should we put this away and move on to the next item?
Yeah, let's go check out what we got
let's
next.
Put this away. Amanda, what you got for us next?
There you go.
Oh, nice, nice. The Coffin Crusader pocket knife. Ooh, I actually really like this thing. I think it looks so cool. Let's just look at that. Isn't that sweet? It's got that Crusader cross in the middle, and then it just kind of looks like a coffin, right?
Spooky.
Very spooky. All right, let's see. Okay, so it's spring assisted. It's not a great spring assist though. I mean, it opens, but it's not like an overly aggressive spring assist. But let's see. It looks like it is a 440 stainless steel blade, which, I mean, that's not a great metal, but it's good in the respect that it's corrosion resistant, so I kind of like that aspect of it. And then, oh wow, that's kind of cool. So this is actually not wood. That's actually a composite polymer wood, which is nice also because that is corrosion resistant as well. Like
It's like what you see on like outdoor decks, I think.
yeah, like
right?
decking, exactly. So we've got a corrosion resistant blade and a corrosion resistant wood there, so this thing's gonna last you if you're actually outdoors, like doing outdoor things with it. The blade itself is fairly sharp. It looks like the blade length is approximately 3.5 inches. The overall length is approximately 8 3/4 inches. Pretty awesome little knife. I actually like it. It's got a pocket clip on the back of it. Feels pretty compact. Fits nicely in my pocket. I like that aspect of it. Let's test it out on, we don't need the zombie mask. It doesn't even look like a zombie mask. More looks like a vampire or a demon or something. I'll take that off. All right, so we're gonna test this out on the pineapple, see how sharp it is. Yeah, that actually sliced pretty nicely. I like that. Pokes really nicely. I mean, yeah, I like that. It's a pretty decent little pocket knife. I like it. And it goes along with the zombie theme because it is the coffin style on that. So pretty cool little pocket knife. Yeah, pretty awesome. Is there anything else to say about this pocket knife?
No, it's just, it's functional and can be carried in your pocket pretty well.
That says it. All right, let's put the pocket knife away and move on to the next item.
This one's probably my favorite.
Awesome.
Let's take a look.
Ooh, another big one. We're getting a lot of big items today. Ooh,
oh, here we go.
Nice.
Here we go.
All right, here, you hold that. I'm going to read through this. Okay, so this is called the Undead Warrior Bladed Staff. Wow, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that is cool. Okay, so this is one of those mall ninja type items, but it's actually made really well. So I like that. It looks like it's got the nylon fiber handle, which, we've seen that in a lot of weapons lately. What I like about this nylon fiber material is it's very difficult to break. So I really like that aspect of it. The blade itself looks like it's a stainless steel again, but this is a really thick stainless steel. This is actually fairly heavy. So each side is approximately 27 3/4 inches, and then when you hook them together, it's actually 55.5 inches. So that's a pretty long little bladed staff.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely,
that. And then the weight of the total staff together is 3 pounds 10 ounces.
Yeah.
Pretty good weight on that. And then, how does this work? It looks like we just screw them together. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, let's get this together.
Now you have a staff.
Now we have a bladed staff, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. And it screwed together just perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, No, I like that. Wow. Okay, so the blades themselves are fairly sharp. They're not overly sharp, though.
No, not overly sharp, but I mean, like I said, the thickness of the blade overall is pretty substantial.
So I guess if I were to buy this, I'd bring it to a belt sander and just sharpen it up a little bit nicer. But this is cool. Like you could use this like a staff.
Or you could dual wield with them
Dual
too.
wield with it. I like that. So what do we want to do with this thing then?
Well, let's go and let's try to take out.
You know what I want to do? Have you seen Gladiator?
I have.
You remember that part where he pushes in and then he slices through? Yes, we have to do that.
That was a really good reenactment, guys.
That was a very good reenactment. What kind of soda is that underneath?
Unveiling.
Oh, it's another red one. Okay, the Shasta Tiki Punch. That's okay, awesome. I can't think of anything else to tell you about this, so let's actually go ahead and test it out. Well, that was so much fun, right?
That was awesome.
I mean, I got so messy though, and it feels like every week we're getting messier and messier with this.
We're all filthy right now. What can I say?
But the sad thing is that these weapons are definitely not resellable anymore. We ruined a lot of weapons today. So I think what we should do is we should have Amanda or Melanie or Ileana actually break stuff with these weapons on our Instagram or on our TikTok or our Facebook or something. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
I think that would be so much fun to see you break stuff on TikTok. I think that'd be a blast. That'd be cool. But you as the audience, why don't you go ahead and vote on which of these 5 weapons that you liked best? Which one would you use to survive a zombie apocalypse? I think that'd be cool. So I'll put that in the poll and you guys go ahead and vote on that. But if you have any questions on any of these weapons, definitely leave them in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel and check out KarateMart.com because we've got all sorts of new and cool weapons on the website right now. But until next week, we'll see you Weapons Wednesday.